Digital me. What up, me? What up, tree? Alright. I wanted to make a video about something else. Oh, there we are. I was just bitching about me not having an internet connection right now. I love this. It doesn't seem like there's particularly bad weather. It's a little cloudy, but yay. The internet's just, it's just like, yeah, we don't really feel like having you have internet right now. It's not really any reason. It's just, it's Texas, so it's the size of, Spain. It's a state that's like the size of like I said, Spain or something like that. So I guess they're still building it out because they just don't care. Anyways, a better world, episode 2. I decided that I'm eating a banana. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of go after what I can do. Just like chop it down like a tree and screw it. Let's just go. Okay. Because where we are in October 21st, 2025, I'd say right now would be a good idea for it, but I don't see it happening with the current administration. But I'm going to, suggest, so you just kind of have to wait. Who knows how long? 1 year, 3 years, or never forever. So, cheers. I would say a lot of what I'm going to propose here, a lot / all, is straight out from the New Deal. The fucking FDR proposal, mainly because they're good ideas. Why reinvent the wheel? Really. Now, they might be, updated versions, but basically the same thing. So, just modern equivalents, kind of. So this one, Civilian Conservation Corps. I don't know if that's exactly the same name, but, sound good. Right? Civilian Conservation Corps. Basically, as I understand it, there are a lot of particularly small towns, and I suggest small towns because small towns are dying. The people, particularly in small towns, they don't have enough money. They are the places that were basically overlooked by the government. They were given the lowest priority for disaster relief and stuff. So, Civilian Conservation Corps. Shitloads of money, federal government, kind of like FEMA, but a different department. Now, of course, the way Trump cut FEMA, we're going to have to refund that and rehire people. But separate issue. So, Civilian Conservation Corps, I suggest 500,000 people. Boom. We get that going like snappity snap uh, as fast as possible. And, we can put a few thousand people into the administration oversight kind of thing right away. And then kind of either keep them in the DC or wherever the fuck we want them to be the headquartered location, and then send them out to the various small towns which require the kind of most recovery efforts. Based on right now, I would say I think the affected areas from Hurricane Helene and Milton, I think they still need help in those areas. They've done probably a decent amount of cleanup, but I think they still need help. So, that would be one area. And, stuff like that. So, disaster cleanup, probably top priority. And wherever you say that place needs help, this place needs help, that place needs help, prioritize the people in the town because, well, obvious, they're right there and they probably need jobs anyway. So just boom. You say, you're in the town, you need help, and you contact, the mayor, the city council, maybe the church people there, any people, just people there, and be like, put up signs, contact people. And I would say even, maybe don't prioritize, but do you waive the, oh, you have a felon? We don't want to hire you. Yeah, scrub that aside and just be like, I don't care who. We waive that whole felon drug conviction, all that shit. Pretty much. Maybe be like, that person is known to be extremely skeezy. But for the most part, you just kind of brush all that bullcrap aside. And the point is pretty much to get all that crap cleaned up as fast as possible and make sure the funds are injected into the local economy. As much of the funds injected into the local economy as quick as possible. Because those people are locals. You want to keep them, you want to keep the funds to the locals that are there, living there, working there, and the money will be cycled into the local economy. That's the point. The point is, they're locals, they'll be used in the local economy. There you go. So there you go. And the target is basically right around 500,000 people right away. And then over the next year, 2 years, another million with either direct federal hires, a combination of direct federal hires and through private contractors to do other kind of more advanced stuff. Like I recently saw a video of this applies specifically to the Hurricane Helene and Milton areas, but like they're like, well, people are going to rebuild, whether or not it's in safe areas and stuff. Well, we could not mandate, but petition to upgrade building codes in certain areas so that the people that had houses that just slid down hills and stuff, we'd say, If you build here again, same shit's gonna happen. So we'd like to change the building codes and provide funding for you to build your house in a way that at least increases a chance that this shit is not gonna fucking happen again. Or at least it would take a more powerful hurricane and runoff and all that stuff so that it doesn't get all fucked up. So that we won't have to rebuild it again, because it's cheaper to build it good once instead of having to rebuild it 5 times. You know, build it once to last 500 years instead of keep building it every 25 or 50 years. That's just smart. That's just a smart way to do something. It's just good policy. So yeah, and that would be what the more advanced private, the million people would be going into. And that's why that would be over the next 1-2 years, and also the initial. See, that's another point of the first 500,000 is to kind of give those initial people a little bit of time to start working, maybe build up skill set, so that those first people they haven't been working for a while, so maybe they need to polish up their skills from being off work. You need to be like, oh, I'm a little rusty. It happens. You haven't worked and you haven't done your skill for a year or 2 years, so you need a few months to kind of be like, oh, okay. So there's no shame. Get back on the horse or whatever the fucking metaphor is. Maybe even research a better, more modern, or a better, more ancient way of doing something. Whatever the trick you need to figure out how to do is. Whatever floats your boat. And there you go. Plus, process of doing that other one, maybe find more people and train other people to take over the simpler tasks, build up a workforce. So, yeah, there you go. And that million, we keep building up more and more. Once you do that over that first year, something like that, there's going to be a bigger tax pool for that next, from that first year to the next year. There's going to be a larger tax base. It's not much because it's only 500,000 across the entire fucking country, but it's marginally bigger. And every 1%, even a businessman will tell you, you get a gain of 1%. It's still 1%. You gain 1.5%. It's still 1.5%. It's every little bit helps when you're running a budget. It may not help much, but it does help. And an army commander will also tell you that morale helps. And job numbers going up, people having a job, people having something to do will help morale. So people seeing their town looking less shitty will help morale. So there you go. A little bit more money in the coffers. Morale trajectory going up. Both good things. So there you go. It's a little bit of something. It's not much. But it's going in the right direction, I think. Once you have something, that's just one program, by the way. Once you got something, you can build off of that something. And again, that's just one program. And you're gonna have to do like 5, 10 of those programs. But think of that one program multiplied by 10, and now you really got something going. And again, the New Deal thing that FDR and all of his all the people that were around him did. It took like a decade to really kind of to see real results. For people to be like, wow, this is really, like, now my life is definitively better. So even one presidential administration, by the end of that, don't really be like, this isn't better. What's going on? They're not doing anything. Maybe by the end of a president's second term, you might be able to be like, damn, this is really paying off. Maybe. But any representative, senator, president has got to say, this is not going to be a short fix. You may be able to see some signs within a few years that stuff is getting better. But this is not by any means going to be quick fix. People might have jobs and stuff, but it's going to be sort of incrementally better, quarter by quarter, year by year. Even if you can see it getting better, you're going to have to watch it get better, like watching a skyscraper getting built. It doesn't take a month for a skyscraper to get built usually. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe people can say it, but usually it takes like 10 years for a big ass skyscraper to get built. So yeah, there you go. Notice how this administration was able to tear apart institutions in 9 months. You can destroy shit so much quicker than you can build it up. So teach your kids that. Anyways, tax rich people, kneecap, balls punch, and boobs.